Hello children. Today we will do chapter 7 of course book, that is Bravo Amir Agha. The author is Khalid Hosseini. The children, before we begin the story, I would like to tell you something about the author. Khalid Hosseini was born on 4th March in 1965 in Kabul, Afghanistan. He is an Afghan American novelist, physician, activist, humanitarian, and UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador. After graduating from college, he worked as a doctor in California. So, now, children, let us move to the story. The story is based on the bonding of two friends. So, who are the friends, children? Those two friends are Amir and Hassan. Amir belongs to a rich family, while Hassan is the son of a servant, works for Amir's family. This story revolves around the city of Afghanistan and the USA. They spent their childhood together. This extract shows of those days when they took part in kite flying tournament. So, before starting the story, this chapter, I would like to ask you that if you remember any exciting moment while playing the games, any type of games, like the emotion that you experience before winning or losing the games. Sometimes you got fear, love, you would energetic. Sometimes you got panic that you would be losing the game, and sometimes you might be smiling in your heart that you would surely win, isn't it? So children, let us begin the story. The story begins when the kite runners returning triumphantly, their captured kites held high, they showed them off to their parents, their friends. The biggest prize of all was still flying. The biggest prize for any kite runner is not any award or trophy, but the happiness they get it after slices someone else's kite. Okay, so the biggest prize of all was still flying. Now, here comes Amir, who is the hero of this story and even a part of this tournament. His kite was still flying in the sky. While slicing a bright yellow kite, he got gash. Gash means a deep cut. Okay, he got cut on the index finger and blood started trickle. Trickle means starting flowing. Okay, the blood started flowing down into his palm. Hassan held his glass string roll and Amir was flying the kite. His bleeding finger left blotting his jeans. Blotting means stains. Okay. There were so many kites flying in the there were so many kites flying in the sky. But within an hour the number of kites dwindled. Dwindled means decreased in number. Decreased from 50 to a dozen. Dozen means 12. Okay, there were 12 in numbers now. From 50, it became 12 in numbers. Most of the kites were sliced by Amir only. Amir's kite was one of the surviving kites. He knew very well that he had very strong competitors who would not easily fall into simple traps like the old lift and dive. Now, what is this old lift and dive, children? This old lift and dive was his friend's favorite trick. Around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, weather started changing. Sun hit behind the tufts. Tufts means bunch of clouds. Due to this change in weather, the spectators, what is spectators? The spectators are the viewers, those who were sitting on the top of the roofs to watch the tournament. They started bundling. What is bundling? Covering. Like they started covering themselves in scarves and thick coats because weather started changing. Now again, number of people flying kites reduced to 6. Now there were 12 kites left. Now from 12 it decreased to 6. And Amir was one of them now. He got tired. His legs got aching and neck became stiff. But with each sliced kite which he was cutting, his hope kept on increasing. At the same time, Amir was noticing that there was one blue kite which was wreaking havoc. What is wreaking havoc, children? Which was causing damage from the last 1 hour by slicing others' kites. Okay. Amir asked his friend how many kites this blue kite has cut. Hassan replied, 11. Suddenly, this blue kite cut a big purple kite by taking 2 loops, and within 10 more minutes, he had cut another 2 kites. And then the hordes means the crowd of people, were running after those kites to catch them.